Hey, good morning everybody. This is day 6 on the project and we are starting the RV driveway now. We are starting the forming on that, and we just got it all squared up with our forms over here. I'm going to just show you guys real quick how we did that, and I'm going to show you what we also have gotten done. Okay, so the way we squared this up is we wanted to square it right on the crown of this whole front yard, where everything's gonna start sloping a little heavier. That's our crowning point right there. Everything's pretty flat until we get to right about there, and that's kind of what we wanted for the RV driveway. So we pulled the string line right on the crown all the way over to our RV driveway area, and we have our big blue square right here. We just kind of freehanded it. And then we also, what we did to make sure this was as square as we can get it, was we measured off the existing concrete, measured down off of our forms, and then we got as close to the concrete right there and measured down. We were probably like an 1/8 inch off, so pretty square if you ask me. So now what we're gonna do to get this crown at the exact height as over there, we're gonna set the laser level, set it to the crown height on that form, mark the string line over here, and bring up this orange string line to the height that we need it at. After we do that, we can actually start forming this RV driveway and really rocking and rolling. So we're gonna set this up right now and get rolling. Okay, so what Sam is trying to do right now is he's setting the grade for crown height to our crowning point. Or he has the receiver on the 2-foot level right now, acting as our grade stick, getting it to the right grade. Once he hears the constant beep, he knows he's level, and he's gonna trench for that mark right onto this tube, or this stick. All right, Sam, so what did you just do?
So we got our height right here. This is gonna be the crown point, so I'll move the string line up, and this is gonna give us the crown from this point. It's gonna slope more this way.
Wait, wrong string line.
Hold on, I need to untie this guy. So.
Should be able to get it off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So here we go. This will help us get our elevations. Boom. Let me measure this down. Should need about 4 inches.
Oh yeah, we have plenty of room.
7. So now we're gonna get our forms in.
All right, and that's that. We have plenty of room to get those forms in now. All right, let's start setting this form in, and then we'll just transfer that level over to this side. All right, so I hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. This is part 3 in the series, and I hope you guys have enjoyed everything up to this point. If so, please make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for those notifications when I do post, so you guys can keep up to date with all the latest and greatest videos coming out and the series. So what we're doing right here is we're going to be starting this, this is just going to be regular form right here. This is just going to be regular concrete. Once we extend this concrete patio out in front of this gate, we're going to start our pressure treated wood for the RV driveway. So with all the pressure treated wood that we are using for this whole concrete forming, we are putting plastic on the bottom to preserve the pressure treated wood, because once concrete is going to be constantly sitting underneath this pressure treated wood, concrete does hold a lot of moisture and will rot the wood that much quicker. So we're trying to use that plastic as a barrier between the concrete and wood. I've been talking about that throughout the whole series, letting you guys know kind of our thoughts and ideas as we go about building this. Right now we're just using a string line, making sure that we're perfectly straight all the way up and down. And then when we do set our pressure treated wood, since they're so big, they're like 8 inches wide. We're using a little speed level to place on top, making sure that we're level side to side. And then once we already had one of the pressure treated woods in place, all we had to do was put a 2x4 on top of the other one with our 4-foot Milwaukee level, and we just transferred the level right over the other one.
Retro.
What we did right here was we set a string line at the very bottom of the RV driveway and brought it all the way to the top, and we used that string line to grade out the whole RV driveway area. And the stake in the middle represents the crowning point, so we could tell where the crown starts, so we can keep the grade all consistent and we wouldn't be taking out more of the dirt than we needed to.
Alright, hey, what is going on, everybody? It is day 7. I wasn't able to get a shot yesterday for you guys on the ending because we were working really long. We had a form that was messed up that we had to change and had to just think about, and it took us a little time to get it in place and squared up with the rest of all the forms. I'm going to show you exactly which form I'm talking about. See what you guys think now that it's squared up. I don't know if you guys were able to see it before, but I'm going to show you guys the form that we fixed yesterday that just made everything money. So I'm gonna also be going over what we're gonna be trying to get done today. So Omar right now is going around all of the concrete pads. He's digging underneath the pressure treated 4x8, making sure we can get concrete underneath these boards, and we're using that plastic or visqueen just to separate the water or moisture from the concrete and plastic. The concrete's gonna help support it underneath. We're gonna be getting all of our rebar in today, grade done. This is the board I was talking about. This board was a little crooked and curved. It wasn't exactly straight with the walkway over there on the other side. I'm gonna take you guys over there and show you what I'm talking about. This board right here wasn't exactly straight with that board over there. But we got a lot of grading to do today. A lot of rebar we got to get in place because we are pouring out tomorrow. What's that?
We're also going to tape it.
Oh yeah, we're also going to be taping all of this pressure treated wood today. A lot of taping, a lot of taping. So let's get to it. Okay, so everything is all formed up now. Now we're just setting string lines so that we can get exact grade. You can see all the string lines set up in the background. We have pretty much an X going across the driveway, and then we're using a sidewalk and one string line at the top to get our straight cross grades. Let me show you a little closer look. So there is our stake. We have the string line set to the exact height of the end of the concrete. We use a level to just make sure we are exactly level with the bottom. Same thing for the other side. We did this exact same thing on that end, and then we pull our string line right over the top of these boards, and we pull this one orange string line all the way across over there, and then we use the garage as well just to get these perfectly level. And we are going to be putting a lot of steel in here, plus it is going to be a stronger mix, about 3,500 psi, so we should have no problem with this driveway. Still got to grade all these little sections. For the far end side, that one's good. Just got to hit this last section and we can start putting some rebar in.
Over there.
So grading for this job was pretty easy and simple since we had so many forms to go off of for our depth, to get our dirt to the right depth for our concrete. So once we got everything graded out, we're just going to compact everything, make sure everything's 100% compacted, and then right after that, we're going to start placing our rebar 2 foot on center. And then right after all of that is done, we're going to tape up all of the pressure treated wood, because if any concrete was to get on the pressure treated wood, it would be really hard to get it off, just because it might stain the wood, and there was going to be a lot of work going on the concrete day. So we wanted to make sure we did not have any stains. And then you can also see us digging underneath the RV driveway areas, in the middle sections and on the sides, because we want to make sure that we get a nice thickened edge of concrete underneath these pressure treated wood for extra support, since there will be cars and RVs going over this area. Alright, so it is coming down to the end of the day. All we're doing now is just masking the pressure treated wood so we don't get any stains of concrete on this wood. Also, after this part right here in the series, we will be doing the concrete pour, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment any questions you guys are having over the whole build series, and I'd be happy to talk to you guys and answer any questions. One thing I did learn from putting this tape on was I should have got non-adhesive, because the adhesive really stuck to the wood, and you guys will see that in the next part once we have to take all the tape off. So make sure you guys stay tuned for the next series. They're just going to get better and better, and we're going to go to some live action now.
Alright, end of the day. We just wrapped up the job. Everything's graded, compacted, rebar, and masked and taped, so that we don't get any concrete on this wood, because I believe if we got concrete on this wood, it'd be almost impossible to get it off. Possible, but why go through the trouble when you could just tape it all and not have to worry about cleanup? So I'm gonna just take you guys on a little quick walk around, show you what we accomplished for the day, and we'll be pouring tomorrow. So here is the masking tape that we used, some painter's tape. It actually went over this wood really easily and nice. We have all of our rebar in, 2 foot center. Everything's graded roughly about 4 inches. So we get a nice thick concrete pour. 3,500 PSI coming in tomorrow. It actually looks kind of cool with this tape on, bright neon. We actually also have the rebar running underneath these
let me get some
railroad ties, just so we can keep all the sidewalk and driveways all connected. Check it out. We have a little bit of gaps for the driveway and RV areas, so that concrete will be able to slide underneath these, give it extra support, and tie all of the slabs together. Pretty nice. Get ready for the pour day tomorrow. It's gonna be a good one.